The city lights shimmered over Shanghai like scattered diamonds. In the bustling corridors of a television studio, Wang Yibo, a young man with dreams bigger than the skyline, waited nervously backstage. He wasn't alone. Across the hall, Xiao Zhan, whose laughter could light up an entire set, fiddled with his script. They had met years ago during a rehearsal for a music variety show. Xiao Zhan had tripped over a cable and nearly fallen, but Wang Yibo had caught him just in time. Their eyes met, and in that brief moment, a silent understanding passed between them, a bond that neither fame nor fortune could break. "I owe you one," Xiao Zhan whispered, brushing off his embarrassment. Wang Yibo smirked, adjusting his leather jacket. "Let's just call it the beginning of something unforgettable." From that day on, their friendship became a story the cameras never saw. Late-night practice sessions, shared meals in tiny street stalls, and dreams whispered in empty studios. Don't forget to subscribe for more insider stories, trending moments, and viral breakdowns. The entertainment industry was unforgiving. For Wang Yibo, every dance move had to be perfect, every line delivered flawlessly. Yet, behind the stoic public image, he struggled with the desire for something beyond the stage. Xiao Zhan, on the other hand, was the heart of the duo. His laughter was infectious, and his empathy ran deeper than anyone suspected. While the public saw only their polished performances, late nights revealed insecurities, fears, and the silent weight of being young stars in a world that demanded perfection. One night, under neon lights and a chilly winter breeze, Wang Yibo confided in Xiao Zhan. "Sometimes I feel like I'm not just dancing for the audience, but for someone I can't even name." Xiao Zhan nodded, understanding the complexity of Yibo's emotions, though they never spoke of it aloud. In K-drama fashion, the unspoken often carried more weight than words. Not all moments were tender. Competition was fierce. When casting directors announced a new drama with limited lead roles, both Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan were shortlisted. The tension was palpable. Fans speculated endlessly, teasing them as rivals. Yet, beneath the surface, their rivalry became a source of strength. Yibo's sharp precision on set inspired Zhan to push his acting to new heights. Zhan's expressive performances reminded Yibo that emotion could carry a story even more than technical skill. The two grew, not apart, but together, like parallel rivers, moving side by side, sometimes converging, sometimes diverging, but always heading toward the same ocean of dreams. A rain-soaked evening provided a perfect K-drama moment. The city seemed to pause, dripping in glimmering reflections. Xiao Zhan sat on a bench outside the studio, soaked to the bone. Wang Yibo appeared silently, holding 2 cups of steaming tea. "You're late," Zhan complained half-heartedly, a smile tugging at his lips. "I waited for you," Yibo replied simply. No fanfare, no words of wisdom, just presence. In that moment, they weren't celebrities. They were 2 friends, 2 dreamers, 2 hearts navigating the complexities of fame, ambition, and the silent ache of unspoken feelings. Life in the spotlight demanded choices. Rumors swirled, fans speculated, and every move was analyzed. Wang Yibo faced a turning point. His career was booming, but he longed for personal stability, a life away from constant scrutiny. Xiao Zhan, ever supportive, encouraged him to follow his heart. "You deserve happiness, Yibo. Whatever that looks like," Zhan said one evening as they overlooked the city's skyline from a rooftop. In true K-drama fashion, the tension of choosing between career, public perception, and personal desires became a silent thread running through their lives. Despite the hurdles, despite the glances of the paparazzi and the endless chatter of fans, their friendship remained untouchable. They celebrated each other's successes quietly. Xiao Zhan attending Wang Yibo's concert rehearsals, Wang Yibo cheering in the audience as Zhan delivered an emotional scene in a drama. The K-drama essence lies not in over-the-top plot twists, but in the quiet moments, a shared umbrella in the rain, a hand on a shoulder during rehearsal, a text sent at midnight with just 2 words, "I'm here." Years passed, and both stars reached the pinnacle of their careers. Yet, in a twist only a K-drama could deliver, The story ends not with a scandal, nor with a romantic entanglement, but with profound understanding and mutual respect. On a stage illuminated with golden lights, Wang Yibo thanks Xiao Zhan publicly, not for fame or success, but for being the anchor in turbulent seas. Zhan smiled, eyes glistening. When stars collide, he said, sometimes they shine brighter together than apart. The crowd erupted in applause, but in their hearts, they knew the truth. It was the quiet moments, the laughter shared, and the unwavering support that made their journey unforgettable. The press was relentless. A photograph misinterpreted. A rumor twisted out of context. In K-drama style, fame is as much a curse as it is a blessing. Wang Yibo, normally composed, felt the sting of public misunderstanding. Xiao Zhan called him late at night. Yibo'd ignore them. You're not defined by what they say. Zhan's voice was soft but firm. But it feels like everyone's watching, Zhan. Every smile, every move, it's like I can't breathe, Yibo admitted, a rare vulnerability in his voice. Zhan paused. Then let me breathe with you. Let me shoulder it with you. That's what friends are for, right? In that moment, the weight of rumors and social media faded. The bond between them strengthened, the kind of loyalty K-dramas immortalize, the kind that can survive storms no one else sees. A new drama series promised fame, money, and a chance to prove themselves as actors. Both Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan auditioned for separate lead roles. The tension backstage was palpable. Cameras didn't catch the small gestures. Zhan adjusting Yibo's tie, Yibo whispering encouragement in Zhan's ear. Competition flared, but never overshadowed friendship. The industry tried to pit them against each other. Fans speculated, but in private, they were a team. Late at night, Yibo texted Zhan. If either of us falls, the other catches. Deal? Zhan replied instantly, deal. But we'll rise together. Their eyes met across the studio the next day. No words were spoken, but the unspoken promise was stronger than any script or stage cue. It was a cliché K-drama moment, yet perfect. Rain poured over the city streets, the kind of rain that drapes neon lights in liquid gold. Yibo and Zhan had missed the last subway, forcing them to walk together under a single umbrella. Zhan, there's something I've been meaning to say, Yibo began, voice tight with emotion. Zhan looked up, curiosity mixed with a tinge of worry. What is it? Yibo hesitated. I don't know where I'd be without you. Not as a star, not as a dancer, just me. You're my anchor. Zhan's heart skipped. He wanted to reply, to tell Yibo that the feeling was mutual, but instead, he simply took Yibo's hand. The umbrella shook slightly in the wind, rain dripping around them, but inside that small bubble, everything was silent and complete. The K-drama magic lay in that pause, the power of what was unsaid, the intensity of a single touch. Not every story in K-drama style is smooth. A fan's misinterpreted social media post caused a scandal. The media twisted a joke between Yibo and Zhan into something scandalous, claiming tension, rivalry, and secret conflicts. Fans flooded social media. Both stars were tagged nonstop. Yibo's usual calm broke, his frustration spilling into a rare emotional text to Zhan. Why do they never see the truth? Everything we do, everything we are, they twist it. Zhan replied calmly, then let's show them. Not with words. With us. Our friendship, our truth. They can't touch that. It was classic K-drama resilience. The storm rages, but the bond remains unbreakable. Lights, cameras, applause. Their first award show together after months of turmoil. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan stood side by side, dressed impeccably, their hands brushing accidentally during a tense moment. The camera captured it, and a subtle energy sparked across the audience. Backstage, Zhan whispered, "We made it together." Yibo nodded, eyes glimmering with emotion. Yeah, together. The awards night was a milestone not just for their careers, but for their unspoken journey, proving that fame, rumors, and competition could not overshadow their bond. Away from the cameras, life slowed down. The duo often returned to the small cafe, where they first shared late-night talks. Here, the world faded. They laughed over spilled coffee, debated over scripts, and shared music playlists. It was in these quiet moments, the simplicity, the laughter, the understanding without words, that K-drama fans fall in love. Yibo could speak his heart in small, tender ways. Zhan could listen without judgment. Together, they found solace in each other. In the series finale, both stars sit atop a rooftop overlooking the city. The sun is rising, painting the skyline in hues of orange and pink. "We've been through so much," Yibo says, voice soft. Zhan nods. "And yet here we are, still standing, still shining." The camera pans out. Neon lights fade behind them. The city wakes. And though their story is far from over, the friendship, loyalty, and emotional depth they've shared remain immortal. It is a K-drama ending without a cliché romance, but with all the warmth, tension, and bittersweet emotion that makes fans ache and smile simultaneously. Don't forget to subscribe for more insider stories, trending moments, and viral breakdowns.